Hi everyone, it's Michelle with Craft with MV. Today we're going to be making this card. It's a fall, so I'm making fall cards. Let's get started. Just going to put that off to the side, pull up front. The sets I'm using is the Gourd Goodness set, and I'm using this texture from the Timeless Textured set. And from this set I'm using the pumpkins and of course the stems. I'm using burlap ribbon. The stamp sets I'm using are Gourd Green, Tangerine Tango, Crushed Curry, Crumb Cake, and Chocolate Chip. So these are the size papers you're going to need. I used Very Vanilla 3.5 by 3, Designer Series paper 4 by 2.5, and the Designer's Series paper I used was the painted Harvest paper. This is a Tangerine Tango paper, and this I'm using a 4.5 by 3.5 and a 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. And then I have Gourd Green, and you need a 3 3/4 by a 3 1/4 piece of paper, and then 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4, and some embellishments. So let's get started. The easiest thing right now is we'll just go ahead and set up the things that we don't need to really touch again, and then we could start our stamping. So that's going to go on here, on the orange Tangerine Tango. Okay, and then we're going to place that on the card in the right hand corner. Just make sure your card's opening right. Okay, just butt that up to the edge and the top and the bottom. Okay, you can push that down. We can put this actually to the side. Now we can place the Gourd Green on top of the orange. Okay, and you line this up, center it as best you can on here. Okay, and you can put that piece off to the side. Now we're going to take our Very Vanilla piece and start. We're going to start with the Crumb Cake ink. And we're going to take the Timeless Textured stamp, ink it up. I'm going to tap it off once, and then we're just going to go on the bottom. We're going to do that again. And tap it off, and snap it again. Okay, now we're going to repeat that process with the Gourd Green ink. So we're just going to tap it. This time I tapped it off twice, and then I stamped on the bottom. And we'll do that again. Tap it off twice, and then just stamp on the bottom. Okay, that's done. I was trying to give it like a little bit of a fall grass look. So I hope that accomplished that. So now we're done with the Gourd Green, and we'll start doing with the pumpkins. Now with the pumpkin, there's it's a two-step pumpkin. This is more solid and this is less. So I'm going to be using this stamp first and use a Crushed Curry on it. Sorry, I get my big hands in the way. So just ink it up. And then what I tried to do, the reason I used this base was because it kind of goes up and down. So I'm able to put like the bigger pumpkin down and the smaller one up. And then press down. Good. Okay, so we are done with the Crushed Curry. Put that off to the side. And we're going to be using the Tangerine Tango. And again, we're stamping up. These are juicy pads, so just a little lightly. Now this we have to line up on top of the other pumpkins. So do the best you can. I mean, it's clear, so it helps. There you go. But if it's not perfect, doesn't matter. They're pumpkins. Okay, now we are going to put our stems on our pumpkins. And we're going to be using the chocolate chip ink and the Crumb Cake ink. We're going to start with the Crumb Cake ink. And we're going to put, in the set there's a solid stem and then there's the lining. So we're going to do the stems first. So the smaller stem goes here. And then we'll take the larger stem. And that goes up here. Good. And now we're going to repeat the process with the other. You can see the other ones. And we're just going to place that on top. And repeat the process with the bottom. So I just had to wake it up. Okay. So there's our stems. And we're done with those. And now I'm going to put our saying on. The saying I'm using says, "Thank goodness for you." It's from the Gourd Goodness set. So we're going to place that. So we're just going to place this right here. Thank goodness for you. Thank goodness for all of us, right? Okay, we're done with that. And now I'm just going to sponge the edge in the crushed curry. Now I'm going to take the Fast Fuse and just put some Fast Fuse here. And then what I'm going to do is I cut 2 pieces of the burlap ribbon and just kind of made the V. The reason I didn't just make it 1 piece is because I didn't want it to have that fold and make it bulky, but we are going to be putting dimensionals on the back to pop it up. So we could do that. And before we actually put it on, I'm going to put the other piece, attach it to the card, which I didn't attach earlier. Okay, so we'll put this off to the side. So I'm just going to attach this piece to the card. I'll be using Fast Fuse again for that. You can use any kind of adhesive. You can use, you know, the snail. You can use Tombow glue. Whatever works for you. And we're just going to stick that however we think it looks best, kind of off. Kind of want to center it on the card. It could be a little off, but center it. Now we're just going to take off the tags. Okay, and this you're going to center on that. Okay, now we're going to take and put a few little blings on. I'm just using these metallic little embellishments. Whoops. There's different sizes, smaller and larger, so I'll just put one larger one over here. And I will put a larger one at the bottom. Just on this side. Okay. Well, that's it. We're done. Hope you like it. I think, as I explained before, I'm a caregiver. I don't have a lot of time to make cards. So I like to make them nice, but I need to make them a little easy. So So thank you for watching. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you need a demonstrator, I'd be happy to be your demonstrator. I have listed all the supplies used below, and also on my blog I've listed them, and also complete instructions on my blog as a PDF if you wanted to print them out. Thank you. If you like this video, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it very much. And thank you, and God bless.